Your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. I want you to keep your mindset on the higher vibrational mindset so you can keep living your life and going on this beautiful journey you got. I can't live here without you. We need all of you. You're all here. You have all a special reason, a special purpose, and nobody can do it just like you. This is Cynthia Toit, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We are on episode 2127. We are starting another mini series, and it is coming back home to self. And tonight's series is about protecting your glow to eliminate energy drainage. And it all has to do is because we have this Mercury retrograde, we have the blood full moon, and the lunar eclipse all going on at once. So if you guys have things happening and it's happening just 1, 2, 3, 4, one right after another, that is why, okay? You guys do know why. The main reason why I go live is I do believe we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional self. And and what do I mean? We have a go-to vibration. Our go-to vibration is out of fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, feeling like we got to prove ourselves out there to the world or to someone else. And that's actually a lower vibration. My goal here, why I'm live with you guys, is trying to help you guys flip your emotional story around to a higher vibration, meaning the go-to energy becomes one out of love and above, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace and harmony, passion, desire. Come on, baby, let's get this show rolling and let's get your life a-going. Yeah, we're going to sweep out what no longer serves us, set boundaries, and protect our energy so that our inner glow can shine fully. Right now, we got Mercury retrograde stirring up that mental addict, and the lunar eclipse, which is spotlighting what's been hiding in your emotional corners, and this blood full moon, it's a perfect time to grab a broom and sweep out. Say, it's time to get out of here. And I've had a challenging last 24 hours, and it hasn't stopped. So as this eclipse dims the sky, I want you guys to ask yourself, what part of yourself needs to be let go of? What part of yourself needs to be let go of? If you can think of it while you're here on the chat, go ahead and put that in the chat, okay? And or what old conversations, habits, or obligations are ready to be released. I want you guys to ponder on those. I'm just putting them in the chat. You can put it in the chat. You don't have to, but I do want you guys to, take these questions and ask yourself so we can move through this, so we can protect your glow and move some of that old energy out of the way, okay? I do have a little bit of a personal story here. Yeah, let's get personal for a moment. I started feeling completely drained last night. Not because I was working too hard, but it was because I was carrying some emotional baggage with that wasn't even mine, but and there's thoughts and conversations and obligations that felt very familiar to a past of mine that so it started to weigh me down because this current life situation that I've been going through ties into a lower vibrational memory of the past. So what it's doing is it's bringing up that moment at a time. It's bringing it to the surface so I can clean it up, so I can shift it out. Okay. It's making me look deeper so I can clear it out. So just to give you a little tip, I used to have an eBay site a long time ago, and while I was doing that eBay, I was with my ex-husband at that time, but every time after I get it on, he would criticize the work I would do. Even if we put it on together after it was on, somehow he had a way to criticize me. So I have this new, I went through my whole storage shed, and so I was, trying to sell some of the stuff, but I have a third party doing the selling of the stuff. Well, that whole situationship did a flip where they're not able. They got it all listed on their site, but they're not local anymore, and all the products are here. So that meant that I have to do all the shipping. Which is okay, I don't have a problem with that, but the problems come within the journey. Is the last thing they shipped, it's lost in the mail, we can't even find a UPS code. Even down at the post office, they said they can't find it, but they're looking for it anyhow. And so maybe there's not even insurance on it or anything. It's just one thing after another. And then the first thing I shipped out, I shipped the wrong product out. And it's just been one thing after another. But I wanted to, so I thought, well, maybe I just don't want to have a third party in the middle of this. So I thought, well, I'll just recreate the eBay account. But as I spent about 3 or 4 hours on that last night, I realized it was taking time away from what I really wanted to be doing. And I realized if I started investing my time into that, it was going to really take a chunk of my time that I wasn't really willing to put into it. So I surrendered. I'm willing to just let everything that's there, because it's all in the past. That stuff way in the past. I don't need any of it. So I decided I'll give it away to get out of this cycle. Then then I had something come in my email, and it looked like it's from PayPal. It looks really legit, but then when I start looking, well, they're using my old name, not my maiden name in there, and they're talking about something that was done in 2021. I mean, there was just too many red flags in it. So I did find out it's a spam. They were trying to get me for $997, which I know I didn't owe, but. And then right before the show, I sneezed, and Naya came up to me, and she came running over to the table, and she knocked the whole table. The tabletop fell off, and that was my altar. So, yeah, I got that just right before the show. Anyhow, what I realized as all of this is going on, that we are diving into the Mercury retrograde season. The universe is literally handing me a broom. So clearing up my mental and my emotional attic became very important. Yeah, because everything just started popping up. That's right. Every old conversation that I was holding on to, every habit I had outgrown, and every person who had outstayed their welcome, I swept it out. I even had an old relationship stuff show up too. It was like, what's all this happening? But yes, it is Mercury retrograde, making sure that we clean it up. Yeah, Naya. I'm telling you, when I sneeze, it's like fireworks went off in the house. So. But when we actually deal with these things, then your energy will change, and you get your energy back in your space, so you can breathe. You'll get your joy back, your creativity, and your peace. It's all about having the room to grow. Okay, and that's what I've been doing. Yeah, this retrograde is retrograding. It's been very, very potent. But we do have three things happening at once. I meant the blood full moon. So we got that going on. And then we got, again, the Mercury retrograde and the lunar eclipse. And it all has an effect on us, okay? So anyhow, how perfect this week has been, at least last 24 hours. This lunar eclipse is shining a light on those corners, and Mercury retrograde is dusting through my attic in my mind. It's like the universe handed me a broomstick, broom, and said, clean up the mess, clean up these cobwebs, let's take care of those things. It's just so crazy. So I want you guys to start to identify your energy drainers, okay? So sometimes they're sneaky in how they come up on us. It's like how this came up with the eBay stuff. That was a sneaky one, how it came up. I'm going, oh yeah, I can just let somebody else do it. But then Divine goes, haha, I got a trick for you. I'm just not gonna let the third party do it all. I'm gonna make you get right back into it. But, so I want you guys to look at yours too, because some old obligations will feel like chains. Often they're driven by guilt, a fear of judgment, people-pleasing behavior, staying at a job that drains your energy and your mental health because you feel like you have no other choice, feeling obligated to checking emails, taking calls, or work on weekends, or taking on too many projects to please managers, or leading a packed schedule that feels like it's a prison because you got way too much going on. They make individuals feel as though they have no choice but to comply, leading to stress, burnout, and resentment. Old habits that no longer serve you. Often outdated coping mechanism, draining mental ways of thinking, physical, emotional energy, or the trying to be perfect, striving to be flawless, which leads to burnout, fear of failure, and procrastination. Or that negative self-talk, maintaining harsh internal criticism, limiting beliefs such as I'm lazy or I don't have time. These are just examples for you because I want you guys to see what it is. What does Divine really want you to clear up? What does Divine want to clear up? Because we're cleaning your space, your temple, your soul, so this stuff doesn't bother you. You know, this is a cleanup. When it happens, don't get mad or upset. Let's clean it, okay? Even though I did get a little bit of angry right before the show, only because it was like, come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, come on. It's like I'm doing a dance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm dancing around all this stuff, you know. So, pay attention to anything that's connected to the past, like constantly replaying old scenarios or regrets instead of focusing on the present moment. And people pleasing, saying yes to others at your expense of your own mental health or your own personal needs. Or comparing yourself to others, like social media driven comparisons that it destroys your self-esteem when you start to compare what you're doing with somebody else, and it's like, you know, you may be going really good and all of a sudden you see somebody else that's doing better, and then all of a sudden you don't feel as good. I want you guys to pay attention to those kind of things, okay? And breaking these habits often require developing mindfulness to identify the root need, setting small intentional goals, and practicing self-compassion. Yeah, I'm allowed to feel feelings. Yeah, I am still human. Yeah, I understand that. I'm not saying that at all. It's just like I'm so neutral most of the time where I'm not I'm not woo woo woo, and I'm not way down there either. I'm pretty neutral, and so when I get out of balance, I know it's stuff to still need to be cleared up. Okay, because the the place to be is at peace. When you're at peace internally, then things happen. So many things just happen so smoothly. Pay attention to people you've outgrown too. We outgrow people as a natural part of personal e- evol like we just grow, and we grow out of people, often happening maybe because your goals change, or your values change, or your emotional maturity no longer align with those around you. Or like some common examples are childhood friends, or past romantic partners, or people you've worked with before, or mentors. Typically, the sign is when you start feeling drained or bored, or have to be forced to be in their present. That's, you guys pay attention to that. You're being human too. Well, I'm telling you, your thing always says, cause tells me you're humans. I haven't. I keep taking a screenshot of it, and I keep meaning to put it in the community post, but I haven't gotten it there. But I want to show you. Negative influences or drama seekers, there are those out there that they're seeking drama, okay, but we outgrow them. When you are growing to be your best version of yourself, you outgrow those drama seekers that thrive on chaos. They thrive on toxicity. And they enable the old you. They make that old you come back. They're unhealthy habits. So it's really important to pay attention to that, because we can change. We can change who we're going to hang out with. We do not have to be in their presence. Sometimes you do. I mean, when it's family and you're living with people, sometimes you have to figure out. That's why we need to learn how to find peace within, no matter what's going on around us. Then there's those thoughts that function like a leaky battery. They silently sap your energy, your emotional energy. They sap your confidence. They sap your motivation over time. Similar to how faulty batteries lose charge when they haven't been used. They create a mental fatigue, anxiety, and a feeling of being overwhelmed. Some things are like self-criticism. I'm so stupid. I'm a failure. Or I'm not pretty enough. Or there's worry. Everything's gonna go wrong. Or I can't handle this. Or causing constant unnecessary stress. Or there's worthlessness and guilt. I am so burdened. Or everyone would be better off without me. This is the negative talk that goes on in the background, and I'm trying to, bring it to you guys as awareness, so you can pay attention to that, because you can flip the script, flip the story around. You don't have to believe in the story that you're never going to be good enough. You're already good enough. It's only the story that you're telling yourself. Or I always mess things up. You go, no, I may do it this way, but that's okay. You're going to find your way. Or the shoulds. I should have done better. Or I should be further along by now. Well, that actually creates a constant low-level pressure. Or judgment or comparison. They are better than me. Or judging others in ways that fuel jealousy or frustration. Pay attention, you guys. Helplessness. Why bother? It won't make any difference anyway. What's in your attic? What old conversation or energy have you been holding on to? Let me know in the chat. You don't have to let me know in the chat. I'm just putting it in there. I'm going to put it in there so you guys can write it down, because I do want to do our Thursdays where it's a live chat again. I really want to be doing a live show on Monday, and then on Thursdays do that live chat so we can talk about these things. So I'm not just constantly teaching, but we're teaching and learning together, okay? clearing energy isn't just about removing things. It is about deciding who you are right now. Who are you without the worry? Who are you without the draining obligation? Who are you when your glow isn't dim? I want you guys to think about that for a moment. I did write a book. It's called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. It's over there on Amazon as an e-copy and a hard copy. I have a little mini commercial I'm going to send you over there right now, and I'll be right back. So stick around. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. And she's back. Woo, 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 woo. We're going to talk, coming back home to self isn't about becoming someone new. It is about removing what isn't you. So next we're going to talk about protecting your energy. Okay. Here are just some daily energy protection practices. In the morning, visualize an energy shield around you. This white bubble or whatever kind of shield, is white. It's a white light. It radiates the light. It's a protecting bubble. You can put that bubble around you. It creates a protective positive barrier around you. Often a bubble of a golden or white light around your body is a safeguard. It safeguards your peace and sets intentions for the day. This practice involves deep breathing to feel secure and empowered. Allow positive energy to enter while blocking the negative. Journal another thing you can do is journal about what drains you. It involves tackling daily activities, emotional triggers, or interactions to highlights which become burnout. Use prompts like, what felt heavy today? Or what drained my energy? I'm trying to put some of this stuff in the chat as I'm going through. And what drained your energy? And that's the way you guys have it, okay? And then, or you can ask, what am I pretending is okay? What am I pretending that's fine? Let's identify mental loads and set boundaries, you guys. This creates a daily energy audit. And saying no as a sacred ritual. Setting boundaries is an act of self-care and self-love. It's about protecting your energy, your health, and your authentic path, and transforming refusals into consciousness release what no longer serves you. The word no is a complete sentence. You do not have to explain. It's no. Well, why not? Because it's no. Why don't you? No. It's a complete sentence. There's nothing that you need to explain. Another thing you guys can do is physical decluttering. It sheds emotional baggage, reduces anxiety, and creates space for new opportunities. By discarding items that no longer serve you, you're intentionally letting go of past grief, regret, and stagnant energy, turning your living space into a peaceful place for the personal growth and mental clarity. And I want to just tap back into that. My personal story at the beginning of the show was about the eBay, and that's the eBay is about stuff. It's stuff that from an old relationship, from an old time. So that's it's got grievance in it. It's got stagnant energy into it, and so it's really important for me to clear that out, to let it go. It's not about the money anymore. It's about my energy. Okay. When Mercury retrograde shakes up old mental patterns, these practices help you shift what's worth keeping and what's ready to let go of. Clean your inner space. Retrograde periods are not punishment, they are audits. Mercury retrograde is about revisiting old conversations, people from the past resurfacing, mental clutter rising. The lunar eclipse has to do with emotional truths surfacing, shadows being revealed, hidden resentment coming to the light. Then bring it home. The universe isn't stirring the attic to overwhelm you. It is saying, look, this has been sitting here way too long. It's been here long enough. Get that broomstick out and clean it up. Shift it up. Let's clean up the debris. Let's get rid of those cobwebs. Let's clean it up so you can be living in a clean temple, a clean home, which is your mind, your body, your soul, your whole self, your whole essence. As a happiness, love, and relationship coach, I always say awareness is the first step to reclaiming your power. Just a little, I may go over just a little bit tonight, but not much, okay, you guys? We got just a little mini clearing the inner space meditation, okay? You guys sit wherever you are. I want you to feel the moon. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Imagine your body as a room. Sweep out what's ever in that room that feels heavy. Visualize the light of a deep red, intense energy of the blood moon washing over you. Feel this warm light filling your body, bringing intense clarity to your heart center. Releasing and letting go what no longer serves you. A habit, fear, a pattern. As you exhale, visualize these things leaving your life, dissolving into the red light, turning into the light energy. Reflect on the last 6 months, you guys. What have you achieved? What lessons have you learned? Set an intention for what you want next. Invite it into your life daily for this next phase. Take that final deep breath. Acknowledge the power of this lunar eclipse. Gently open your eyes and feel refreshed, grounded, and ready to move forward. I'm not feeling heavy today. You're not feeling heavy today. You're doing great, and you believe in. I believe in me, and you believe in Miss Gypsy. And divine timing, number 11 again. I'm telling you, you're crazy. Divine's always number 11. All right, tonight, after this show, I want you to write down one thing that you are officially done carrying. This week, you can write up to 3 things, but I want you to definitely do one thing, okay? Write it down. Then on the paper, I want you to tear up the paper. After you tear it, throw it away or burn it safely. The sun energy isn't something that you chase. It is something that expands you where there's space. The sun doesn't complete you. The sun doesn't compete with you. The sun doesn't force. It simply shines. When clouds clear, it's always there. You don't need a hustle for a high vibe. You need filtration. Next week, I'm doing this mini series. I've got 5, it's all month, okay? So there's 5 episodes. And it's only on Mondays that I'm going to run this mini series. On Thursdays, again, we're going to do Q&A, a live chat, where we talk about whatever we talked about on Monday, okay? Next week, we're going to dive into protect your glow by eliminating energy drainers and learn how to build an energy shield. And during Thursday's live, I want to hear your final debris that you cleaned up so we can celebrate your wins together and set the stage for even more powerful shifts in the live chat. Take a moment this week to reflect on areas you feel drained. Journal it, name it, release it. Remember, you guys, to like, share, and subscribe and hype up this channel so more people can reclaim their inner space with us. And for those that are watching the live, we're going to go over to the after show, revealing your hidden love story, where we go deeper into your love life. And for those watching the replay, please feel free to go over there and watch the first 30 minutes so you can watch the timeless collective reading, because I'm certain there's a message in there just for you. And until next time, take care, everyone.